Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Golden State Warriors as they go up against the New York Knicks. Checking out New York, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. We've heard some thoughts on it before, but now that we are able to look back on the Warriors' accomplishment last season, all the wins, the first title in 40 years, how do you view the season they had, Shaq, in a historical perspective?
It was super successful. First-year coach with no experience, win championship. 67 wins put them as a top 5 team of all time. Combination of their offense and defense made them one of the best teams ever. And it was something Kenny and I were not used to. We're used to seeing big guards dominate. Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Penny Hardaway. Steph Curry has the same body as Kenny's son. Kenny's son is 19-year-old. Guy has no chest muscles, but he dominates.
Yeah, KJ has no chest muscles. But I'll tell you what, people can say what they want, and they said, oh, they won because of injuries. What? You beat who's in front of you. Congratulations, Golden State Warriors.
When you look
NBA
back,
champs.
will you consider them one of the great champions?
Well, to be a great champion, you have to be back-to-back.
Stop it, Ernie.
Three
Cut it out, Ernie.
No.
I'm just saying there's a 67-win team that won the championship.
WF D. Whoopie freaking do.
WF do.
No, not yet. You have to multiple championships.
Okay,
define great.
Just threw the question out there. WF do. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. Doris Burke's on the sideline as well. A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor. And so off the tip, it's New York. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And New York, looking at who they've got. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Noah. Then it's Lee. And it's Rose in at the 1 spot. And Green gets it to go.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Here's Porzingis. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Golden State moving the ball around. And he gets it to go.
Boy, for the Knicks last season, saying it was rough is an understatement. There was a lot of turbulence, and some of it was due to their defense. They just had a difficult time stringing together stops and cutting down opponents' scoring chances.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Rose against Curry. On the wing, Thompson. The shot from 20 feet away and misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Kicks it to Noah. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, two major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
And guys, talking about Joakim Noah, he was still the spirit of that team last season. Amongst all the great talents the Bulls had, Noah was that energizer and catalyst for the team, a true warrior, even in an off year.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Stephen Curry. Shoots from the baseline. Anthony can't hit. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Thompson in the corner. Durant sets a screen for Thompson, and it's Thompson again missing.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Lee kicks to Rose. Back to Lee. Pass to Porzingis. Noah the screen. Porzingis passes to Anthony. Here's Porzingis. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
This is to Durant. Fires from 14, and the jumper is good. Durant's got his first basket.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now here's Anthony. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Here's Rose. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. Curry with it. Nice D from Rose. The Knicks leading by 3. The pass to Lee. Beyond the arc. That drops. Lee's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level, and Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
Here's Porzingis. Clock at 6. Here's Anthony. Again, the miss by Anthony.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see. You know, talking about Durant as he looks to recapture the league MVP, he can take a cue from last year's MVP, Stephen Curry. Curry battled through numerous ankle injuries over the years earlier on, only to come out on the other side with his best season ever in 2K15.
Here is Rose. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Rose against Curry. Takes the 13-footer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And getting back to Durant, sometimes adversity brings out the best in you. Adversity challenges you to rise above. And Kevin was already at the highest rung on the ladder. I think his opponent should be very afraid of what they're about to witness this season.
Lee passes to Porzingis. Noah the screen. Anthony in the corner. He feeds it to Rose. Beyond the arc. Rose with another miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
One thing about Kevin Durant, when you talk with him, he's got such a laid-back demeanor. His pulse doesn't quicken. And when you ask opponents, they'll tell you he is as competitive, Greg, as they come.
Yeah, what you see on the outside with Kevin is a mirage, a fake-out, if you will, because on the inside, this guy burns with competitive fire and brimstone.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And New York with a change here, too. Williams is checked in. Knicks trail by 3. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He said that they will be focusing a lot of their defensive effort into slowing down Carmelo Anthony. I asked him for specifics, and he said, Melo is such a dynamic player, there really isn't any single thing we'll do that will be the answer. Instead, we're just going to throw everything we have at him and see how he handles it. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
And Curry, here we go. Thompson against Lee. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Can't hit.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Williams, a screen on Curry. Rose. Shot is off. So Golden State will take it the other way.
And with Durant, his competitive spirit really comes out in crunch time. He demands the ball when the game's on the line, and more often than not, he gets it and delivers.
No other way to put it, just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Lee kicks to Rose. The 11-footer, three-pointer, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Noah. Anthony's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, talking about Durant, he may not wear it on his sleeve, but he's really upped his energy and emotion on the defensive end. I mean, he's seen that defense wins championships, and that's the only thing on his mind right now. Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Noah with a screen for Anthony. They get it again. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Thompson, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
James Michael McAdoo's checked in for Golden State. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry. And then for New York, Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Noah. Thomas comes in for Anthony. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Courtney Lee. Now here's Rose. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Rose has got it all tied up now for New York.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent. And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
And the basket by Rose.
And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
Pachulia, good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Rose dishes to Thomas. With some arc, no good. Good D by Thompson.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the boards for them.
Yeah, +5, as you mentioned. That didn't take very long, did it?
They set the pick. Here's Livingston, and it's blocked by O'Quinn. 1:51 left in the first quarter. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by McAdoo. Warriors leading by 3. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Feeds it to Livingston. Thompson inside the line, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. And 11 points for Klay Thompson.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
The shot's good from O'Quinn.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Livingston kicks to Pachulia. That's good from 17 feet away. Pachulia's got his second bucket. Knicks trail by 5. There's the dish to Holiday. Pass to Williams. Thomas kicks to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Thomas passes to Williams. Here's O'Quinn. The Warriors pull it in.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Rose. Livingston dishes to Pachulia. And the basket good. And now a 7-point Warrior lead. Outside Rose. The feed to Williams. That's good from 17 feet away. Williams has got his first points in this one.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. Kevin Durant, former MVP, still feels like he has room to grow, and he gives us some insight into that philosophy.
I think it's another level I can go to. You know, always can be better. That's how I look at things. Teammates need me more than ever now. Coaches need more from me, so I got to dig deep and see where I can find it from.
Well, the will seems to be there, Greg, but Kevin Durant seems surrounded by uncertainty. Can he get that and stay healthy for the entire season? How does he work with this new coach? Where does he really want to be?
You know, the truth is, no one but Kevin knows the answers to those questions. And quite frankly, he may not know right now what those answers are. He's a very unique and introspective kind of guy, as we all saw when he accepted that MVP award a couple years ago. So let's just stay tuned on this one.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
They've got Iguodala. Curry is out there with Livingston. Then there's Draymond Green. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. The Knicks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for New York. And the second free throw, good.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And the Warriors lead by 6.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Passes it to Lee. Iguodala against Anthony. There's the screen. He kicks to O'Quinn. Lee outside. There's the 3. The shot by Anthony, no good.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving Collins.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Stephen Curry. Anthony left side. To the middle. Lee kicks to Holiday. His first attempt of the game finds the target. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Iguodala, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Here's Porzingis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Porzingis.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And the slam dunk by Iguodala.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Anthony, the pass to O'Quinn. Shot's good. O'Quinn's got 5 now.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Curry is inside, guarded by Holiday. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Lee kicks to Anthony. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good. And New York will come the other way. Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Lee kicks to Holiday. Anthony against Iguodala. Anthony dishes to Holiday. New York moving it around. It's Anthony with the drive. And the rejection by Iguodala. Now the pass to Looney. He dishes it to Livingston. Green with a screen on Holiday. Livingston passes to Green. Again, the miss by Green.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
They get it again. Porzingis. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
That mid-range shot has been a weapon for them up to this point, fellas.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Both shots good from the stripe. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
From deep, Iguodala, and he gets it to go. Iguodala's got 7 points for the quarter.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
There's the pick. Pass to Porzingis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Kicks to Noah. 6 on the shot clock. Anthony on the wing. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there. You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
Here, Pachulia is checked in. Here's Holiday. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Knicks trail by 8. Courtney Lee is on the wing. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here is Livingston. Back to Curry. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his 7th assist in the game. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lee outside. Noah the screen. Lee goes in. It's stolen by Curry. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Courtney Lee.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish, Clark, to a fault.
Yeah, and a great athlete and ball handler. I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
And the Warriors making a change here. Durant's checked in. And Iguodala drops them both.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skills. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one. You know, Curry is playing extremely well. He has 12 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the second worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse it gets.
And the first one at the line is good. Steph Curry does so many things well, Clark, on the floor, but one area he had struggled with was turning the ball over.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department, Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State, McAdoo comes in for Andre Iguodala, and it's Thompson in for Sean Livingston.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system, but you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. He took good advantage of that screen. Lee's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And Thompson kicks to McAdoo. And there's the call on Pachulia. That is his first foul of the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Rose dishes to Lee. He feeds it to Thomas. Stolen by Durant. Thompson outside. Back to Durant. 11 feet away. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Knicks trail by 13. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
2 on the clock. And the Knicks miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
And speaking of Curry's slight build, he's worked up and bulked himself up. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through screens and attack the rim, and he's clearly put on the strength he needs to play at his highest level.
Shaun Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. And the second free throw, good.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Now here's Rose. He has 6. Nobody near Williams. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 5 assists tonight. Warriors leading by 12. Curry passes to Pachulia. Back to Curry. There's a good screen. Durant wide open. He fires. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Durant's got 11.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Noah the screen. Rose kicks to Lee. Back to Rose. Launches it. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Durant, here we go. And the shot no good, a bit short.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Williams for 3. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Livingston kicks to Curry. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Rose with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Noah the screen, and a wide open look for Lee. And again, New York with the triple.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
The Warriors have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
When you think about Shaun Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball.
Shot's good. Hit. Shooting 1.
The Knicks making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. The Knicks shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. Free throw drops for Rose.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge. Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Now here's Rose. 9 points in the game so far. And it's denied. And they'll keep possession. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from O'Quinn. And 1:01 left here in the second. Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with. And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Williams a screen. Lee outside. The 9-foot shot. That one a little long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Outside Rose. Lets the three fly. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. And the first half is now in the books. Warriors ahead, up by 12. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, you obviously found your rhythm offensively. Tell us how you've gotten into that groove.
Well, I'm just playing off of my teammates. They're doing a great job of penetrating and kicking. And I'm not trying to force anything. I'm playing my game within the offense, and shots are starting to fall for me.
Kevin, thank you so much. Always a humble superstar, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points, 6. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just a...
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
We saw some good action from Durant. 16 points and a steal. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
Yeah, not a combination that too many players in our league possess.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Rose is out there with Lee. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Noah. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot. Here's Thompson, following the score by Derrick Rose. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Anthony. Lets a floater go, and Noah with the layup. Noah's got 9 points.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 17 points for Klay Thompson.
He's their go-to guy, and when he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Rose dishes to Lee. Outside Anthony. And he converts the layup. 7 points in the game.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
You know, basketball can be a thing of beauty, and the Warriors showed just how gorgeous ball movement can be last year. Every possession looked like a well-orchestrated concert. It was incredibly fun to watch. Not so much fun, probably, to coach against.
And he recovers it, but they get it back. Just 4 to shoot. Rose with another miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Porzingis after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Here's the 3. Rose with another miss. Well, the Warriors did zip the ball around very well last year, Clark. They led the league, as Greg was just talking about, led the league in assists per game. It wasn't even close. Over 27 assists per game as a team.
Yeah, 28 times they had 30 or more assists. In 2014, the team that led in that category was the Spurs. They did it only 16 times.
Wow.
Well, I know last year the Knicks seemed to me to be very passive offensively, and that can sometimes be the case when you're trying to learn the triangle offense, but they never seem to attack the rim at all.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Now here's Anthony. 7 points in the game. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Stephen Curry.
2 shots, gentlemen.
Greg, as you mentioned, the Knicks very shy at going to the rim last year. Really could have used that dynamic, among a lot of things, to their game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, think about this. The Knicks were last in the league in drives per game as a team. So they struggled shooting when they did attack the rim, only 42%. So those areas have to improve if this team wants to become competitive.
And he knocks down the first one. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, with 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
And Rose drops them both.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other 2, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
You know, in talking about D. Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Rose against Curry. Durant just inside the line. Again, Durant missing. Knicks trail by 14. Rose passes to Porzingis. Anthony on the wing, defended by Durant. That's good. 9 points for Carmelo Anthony.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Rose passes to Porzingis. The shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Noah, and he banks in the layup. Noah's got 4 points in the quarter.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
And Curry, here we go. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Thompson against Anthony. And Thompson sends it back.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Warriors?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger Clark right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Porzingis passes to Carmelo. to the inside. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation. And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
Green with a screen for Curry. Inside. And there's Green on the assist by Curry. Curry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Knicks trail by 11. Rose kicks to Anthony. Holiday dishes to Noah. Looking for Anthony and gets it there. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
I tell you what, guys, that might also put a little spark into those guys.
Rose passes to Holiday. Anthony against Thompson. Anthony on the wing. 11 points in the game. 4 on the shot clock. Goes up to the stripe. Again, the miss by Anthony. Warriors leading by 9. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 17 points for Steph Curry. The Knicks have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Rose. Cannot hit. Curry with the defensive effort.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, for Carmelo last season, it was Murphy's Law. What could go wrong did go wrong. After signing Melo to a max deal, the Knicks management expected a bunch from him, but with the new offense and a bad knee, it didn't happen.
And getting back to Carmelo last year, that team really became devoid of talent. In some games, Greg, in games that he played, he seemed like their only scoring option.
You know, we talk about needing a big 3 to compete for a championship, and for over half the season last year, the Knicks basically had a big half. I mean, because Carmelo missed that half. And when the deck is stacked against you like that, sometimes it's better to fold your cards and live to play another day. And that's really what Carmelo did. And right before Carmelo went down with the injury last season, it seemed like he had added the fadeaway to his game, molded a little bit after Dirk Nowitzki.
Knicks trail by 11. Rose dishes to Anthony. Feeds to Thomas. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Anthony kicks to Thomas. Back to Anthony. There's a screen. Rose up on top. Pulls it from the elbow. Nice jump shot. Good. Rose has got 17. Carmelo's reasoning was that he had been burned enough by Dirk's fadeaway, he had to adapt.
That's a great fadeaway to borrow from, for sure. I mean, Melo already has a mid-range game, terrific mid-range game, and this shot makes that even deadlier.
Rose, good.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter, and just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Lee's checked in for New York. Knicks trail by 9. Down low. It's tipped, but Julia with the steal. Iguodala outside. Dishes it to Green. Here's Thompson, and the layup falls. Thompson's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Williams inside, working on Green. Williams passes to O'Quinn. Shot clock at 5. The dish to Rose. Stolen by Thompson. Count that one. Thompson's got 25 points in the game.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Williams' shot is off.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short-stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Green kicks to Pachulia. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
Rose against Thompson. Rose kicks to Lee. The offensive rebound. Rose attacking. He used that pick to get in close. Rose has got 12 points here in the second half.
No matter what the score is, his attitude has been perfect. I love his disposition. He has stayed in attack mode.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. Here's the screen. Livingston, that's good. Livingston's got 8.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Rose against Thompson. Rose kicks to Lee. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 8th assist in the game.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
Here's Lee. Tries to save it, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Full 24-second shot clock. 1:14 left in the third. Lee passes to Rose. Back to Lee. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Now the feed to Livingston. Passes to Iguodala. He kicks it to Green. Floats one, and the layup is good. Green's got 6 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Rose kicks to Lee. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Warriors leading by 12. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Courtney Lee is on the wing. A 3-ball. Rebound by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 5 rebounds tonight. Offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 15. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Knicks trail by 15. Livingston is out there with Curry. Then it's Green. Then it's Durant. And it's Pachulia in at the center. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now the Warriors moving it up. Finished off the break. Livingston's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Warriors.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Rose dishes to Anthony. Lee outside. The three, and that one's good. Lee's got 19 points.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
To the paint, here's Durant, and Anthony sends it back. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Green with a screen on Rose. Curry passes to Green. He was all alone on that one. And the Warriors lead by 16.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Shots good by Lee.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Ball stolen. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
Rose kicks to Lee. Anthony in the corner. That's good, and the Warrior lead is kept back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Porzingis.
Oh, how about the floater there? Nice drop.
To the middle. And now here's Lee, the fast break opportunity.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Curry against Anthony. Looks a big height bounce and goes in. 19 points for Steph Curry.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Green, the screen. Durant dishes to Curry. There's Green, plenty of space. Here's Livingston. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so we will go to the line. A three-point play chance here.
Knicks foul call. Courtney Lee. That's his third person.
Looking at the numbers for Sean Livingston, he has 14 points and 10 assists also. Not missing much. In fact, hitting just about everything he's taken.
And Clark, the question is, how long can he keep it up?
What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Warriors leading by 17. Green with a screen for Curry. Stolen by Noah. Curry against Rose. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 13, that one falls, coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good. It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever, but also of note was it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
Thanks again, Doris. Rose against Curry. Now here's Durant. D right on him. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
For the Knicks, losing a lot of nationally televised games, too. It seemed like every time they were on, they were losing. It might have been a blessing in disguise.
Well, I hope they look at it in a positive vein. It did give them a chance to focus on player development there in New York. Also allowed them to shut down Melo for the season.
Durant hits them both. Here's Anthony. Puts it up from 17, and the Knicks good for 2.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Pass to Livingston. He dishes it to Pachulia.
That's his second personal foul, third team foul.
It's Curry outside. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Rose kicks to Lee. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And guys, Courtney Lee, now having completed 7 full seasons, very much the same guy now as he was entering the league. A 3-and-D prototype who will most likely never be a plus playmaker.
And the first one at the line is good. Talking about Courtney Lee, you know the ball handling and court vision are suspect, but you don't care because he's provided solid defense on the wing, Clark, and he's hit over 40% of his threes last year.
And he's also one of the best free throw shooting 2 guards in the league, Kevin. And last year he and Conley were out of sight at the end of games. That's a wonderful combo to have 2 great free throw shooting guards late. What a performance. Just look at the game for Lee. He has 23 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
Outside Durant. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State.
Substitution for Warriors. Klay Thompson.
Anthony down low. He's covered by Thompson. Rose, no good.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
And there's the call on Durant. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Pick by Lee. They set the pick. The open shot, Anthony. Anthony missing again.
Most of the time, that shot will go down, or the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
Durant, the pass to Curry. Durant against Lee. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Anthony's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Rose. Noah the screen. Outside Rose. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Rose has got 16 here in the second half.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Knicks trail by 14. There's the pass to Porzingis. Kicks it to Noah. Stolen by Durant. Pass to Thompson. It's Durant with the drive. And the shot is good.
They are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
In second person, 14. Shooting for Golden State, Kevin Durant with one.
One shot. One shot.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Noah the screen. Down low. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Shot clock at 6. Feeds to Noah. New York moving the ball around. Dishes to Carmelo. Puts up the baby hook. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Warriors leading by 17. Outside Curry. Iguodala dishes to Thompson. To the paint. It's deflected. Here's Pachulia. That's tipped. Now here's Lee. He feeds it to Rose. On the mark with the 15-footer. Rose has got 27.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Iguodala right side. The screen from Thompson. From deep. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Curry. And that's now 30 points for Kevin Durant.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Outside Rose. Inside. Shots good by Anthony. Anthony's got 14 points here in the second half.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Curry kicks to Thompson. The dish now to Durant. Shot is no good. Excellent D there from Anthony. Knicks trail by 16. Rose passes to Noah. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Pass to Durant. On the wing, Thompson. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. That's 28 points for Klay Thompson.
First three of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. Outside Rose. Anthony down low, working on Thompson. A shot by Anthony, no good. Warriors leading by 17. Durant dishes to Green. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Open jump shot off the mark. Anthony kicks to Rose. The feed now to Noah. Pass to Porzingis. Courtney Lee is on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 6. Noah the screen. From the top of the key. Kept alive by New York.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
It's Durant with the drive, and it's Golden State with another.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
The pass to Lee, out to Anthony. There's a minute 34 left here in the fourth quarter, and he gets the bucket.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
Agreed, Steve. And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. Clark, I think that was a big part of their success.
I love the way they scored fast break points tonight here. It was a key factor in coming out on top.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Durant. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
To the inside, here's Thompson.
What a game we've seen here for Thompson. 28 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
At the line of the Klay Thompson.
And the first one drops. And the Warriors with some changes. McAdoo, he's checked in for Green. Looney comes in for Kevin Durant. And Miller's subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And so Thompson nails both of them. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Holiday kicks to Thomas. He dishes it to Amundsen. Pass to O'Quinn. The 15-footer connects. The jumper drops.
I love how he used his height advantage on that shot.
And he had the nice soft touch with it, too.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rejected by Jennings. But they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 6. Curry passes to Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Now Holiday. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Well, much will be made of the scoring that you had here, certainly, but can you describe or put a value on the contributions of your teammates?
Well, it's a team game. Everybody has to come to play. Everybody played hard in the second half. We stuck together, so we just got to continue to do that.
A solid all-around effort. Thank you so much. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
I don't know if there's a fan base that loves their star more than this crowd. Wow. I'm getting jealous, and he feeds off that support. Once they got behind him, he became unstoppable, man.
This was vintage Kevin Durant we saw tonight, fellas. Just tearing it up. He's got the most diverse set of skills out there from an offensive standpoint. There isn't anything he can't do. And defensively, he can do it as well. It's almost impossible to count all the ways Kevin Durant helps his team.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.